Welcome to my class 12 Physics and chapter that is alternating current, and today we will discuss about root mean square value of AC. Root mean square value of AC, we write root mean square value of AC, and in short we write that is RMS value of AC, or that is also known as root mean square value of AC. And this root mean square value of AC or RMS value of AC, also known as the effective value, of AC, or in short we write that is I effective, same thing, and that is also known as virtual value of AC, or in short we write IV, that is the virtual value. Then what is the effective value or root mean square value of alternating current? In chapter current electricity, we know Joule's law of heating effect. Suppose you take a conductor. This one is the conductor, and these are the external wires. External wires are connected between the two ends of the conductor, and a battery is connected. This side is positive, this side is negative. Then what happens? This is the end A of the conductor, this is the end B. Then end A is automatically positive and end B is automatically negative, because B end is connected to negative terminal and A end connected to the positive terminal. Then between end A and B, a electric field is set up, and this is the direction of the electric field. Direction of electric field is from positive to negative terminal. Clear? Then you know inside the conductors electrons are there. These are the free electrons. And also ions are also there. Suppose these are the ions. And atoms are also there. Suppose these are the atoms. Then what happens? In presence of electric field, these electrons, these are the electrons, these electrons starts to drift. Or starts to move towards the positive terminal of the battery, and during its motion, what happens? If electron starts to move towards the positive terminal of the battery, then velocity is there, that is known as the drift velocity. So that kinetic energy is there. That means with some kinetic energy, each electron starts to drift towards the positive terminal of the battery, and during its motion inside the conductor, electron starts to collide with the atoms and ions, and during collision, what happens? Some kinetic energy of these electrons transferred to these atoms and ions. When atom receive energy, or when atom gain energy, or when energy transferred from electron to atom, the atoms starts to vibrate. If atom starts to vibrate, then heat is produced, you know that, and that is known as the Joule's law of heating effect. And total heat produced, that is the H is equal to I square RT. R is the resistance of this conductor. You know this expression, This is the heat produced in a conductor with resistance R, and time is equal to T. H is equal to I square RT, and here we will use this expression. This is the heat produced. Suppose alternating current is there. For alternating current, suppose time given, that is very small time dt, very small time is dt, very small time given. Then in time dt, suppose let heat produced, that is dH, small amount of heat is produced. Then what is dH? You know the formula, that is I square, R is the resistance, and the time is dt. You know this formula, and that implies small heat produced, that is dH, and I is the instantaneous alternating current, and you know the expression for I. In place of I, we write I0 sin omega t and square of this R multiplied by dt. That implies we write small heat produced is equal to, this is I0 square sin square omega t R into dt. This is the small heat produced when time is also very small, time is dt. That means for dt time, this is the amount of heat produced in a conductor. Clear? And for time, suppose total time given, that is the time period, we write for time t, t means that is the time period, t means that is the time period. For time t, heat produced, that is equal to H, H is equal to integration of dH, and we write total heat produced H for time t is equal to integration of, in place of dH we put this equation, that is I0 square sin square omega t R multiplied by dt, and time is vary from 0 to capital T. Clear? That implies we write finally heat produced when alternating current is there, we take I0 square and R out of the integration, so that the equation becomes I0 square R integration from 0 to T sin square omega t dt. This is the expression for heat produced. This is the expression for heat produced for AC or alternating current. Clear? Suppose in place of alternating current, direct current is there. If direct current is there, then what is the amount of heat produced? We write the equation for direct current. Simply we write for direct current total heat produced. Suppose we also write H. H is equal to, you know the formula. Formula is I square R multiplied by T. Here time is capital T. This is the expression of heat produced when direct current is there. We write this is for direct current. Clear? That means when alternating current is there for time capital T, when alternating current is there for time t, heat produced, that is H, and when direct current is there for the same time t, heat produced, that is also H. If same amount of heat produced, for both alternating current and direct current for same time, then the direct current, that is this I, the direct current is known as the RMS value. So that in place of I, In place of I, we write that is IRMS. Clear? Once again. Suppose alternating current is there for time t, heat produced is equal to H. In place of alternating current, suppose direct current is there for the same time t, suppose heat produced is equal to H. If both the heat produced suppose same, then this current, this direct current is known as the root mean square value of AC. Root mean square value of AC, or that is also known as RMS value of AC. RMS value of AC is known as the direct current. What is the condition? Condition is for same time, if same heat is produced, then we write the direct current means I is known as the root mean square. And what is the mathematical expression of root mean square value? From these two expressions, we write I RMS square or capital T is equal to this equation, that is I0 square or integration from 0 to capital T sin square omega t dt. And from this expression we will calculate the value of IRMS. Clear? That implies we write IRMS square is equal to, we take RT to the right hand side, so that the equation becomes I0 square R divided by capital R T integration from 0 to T sin square omega t dt. What is the integration of sin square omega t dt? Here we put the trigonometric formula. You know the formula, that is cos twice of theta is equal to 1 minus twice of sin square theta. You know this formula. That implies we take 2 sin square theta to the left hand side, so that this becomes twice of sin square theta is equal to 1 minus cos 2 theta. We write sin square theta is equal to, we take to the right hand side, that is 1 minus cos twice theta divided by 2, and in place of theta omega t is there, so that we write sin square omega t is equal to, we take 2 as common, that is half multiplied by, here 1 is there, minus cos 2, in place of theta we write omega t. That means in place of sin square omega t we put this one, so that this equation becomes, we write I RMS square is equal to RR cancel, remaining is I0 square divided by t integration from 0 to t, in place of sin square omega t we put this one, that is half multiplied by 1 minus cos, that is 2 omega t, then dt is there, we write dt. Clear? So that if we solve this equation, we write I RMS square is equal to, we take half to the outside, this is I0 square divided by twice of t. Here 2 terms are there. First term, that is integration from 0 to t, 1 into dt, we write dt. Minus sign is there, we put the minus sign. Then integration from 0 to t, second term, that is cos twice omega t dt. Clear? That implies we write I RMS square is equal to I0 square divided by twice of t multiplied by, you know, integration of dt that is small t, and t vary from 0 to t, that means lower limit is 0, upper limit is t, minus. What is the integration of cos twice omega t? You know the formula. You know this formula. Integration of cos theta d theta is equal to, that is sin theta. You know this formula. Clear? And here we put this formula so that the equation becomes integration of cos 2 omega t, that is sin 2 omega t, here 2 omega, that is the extra, so that we divided by 2 omega, and the lower limit is 0, upper limit is capital T. Clear? That implies we write I RMS square is equal to I0 square divided by twice of t. First, in place of small t we put capital T, then in place of small t we put the lower limit 0, that is t minus 0, minus. Here we take 2 omega to the outside, we write 2 omega, remaining is equal to sin 2 omega t, we write sin twice omega. Omega is known as the angular velocity, you know, omega, its formula is equal to theta by t, that is the angular displacement divided by time. And for one complete rotation, angular displacement, that is twice pi, and the time taken, that is the capital T, that is the time period. So that in place of omega we write, in place of this omega we write twice pi divided by t. Then in place of small t, first we put the upper limit, that is capital T, then minus, we write sin twice, in place of omega we put 2 pi by t multiplied by, in place of this small t we put the lower limit, that is 0. Clear? That implies we write IRMS square is equal to I0 square divided by twice of t multiplied by t minus 0, that is t minus 1 by twice omega, here t cancel, remaining is equal to sin 4 pi. Sin 4 pi same as sin 2 pi, same as sin 0. You know the value of sin 0. Sin 0 means that is 0, minus, here this quantity multiplied by 0, that is also 0. So that sin 0, that is also 0. That means 0 minus 0, that is 0. So that this term, this total term becomes 0. Only remaining is equal to capital T. And finally write, the expression becomes root mean square value of alternating current and square of this is equal to I0 square divided by twice of t multiplied by t, t cancel. Finally we get IRMS square is equal to I0 square divided by 2, or IRMS is equal to root over of I0 square divided by 2, or we get that is I0 divided by root 2. Clear? And I0 by root 2, that is equal to 0.707 multiplied by I0. That means finally we get the root mean square value of alternating current is equal to 1 by root 2 times of peak value. Clear? And that is also known as effective value, or that is also known as virtual value. And this is the mathematical expression of RMS value of AC, and that is also relation between RMS value and peak value. this is the relation between RMS value of AC and peak value. Clear? And you draw the graph. Suppose this one is the x-axis, and this one is your y-axis, and this one is your x-axis. And the x-axis, suppose you take the time t. In y-axis, we take the current I. And this is the maximum value. In the positive side, we write that is plus I0. And this is the maximum value. In the negative side, we write that is minus I0. And for plus I0, this is the line. And for minus I0, suppose this one is the line, suppose. And you divide the time axis. This point we write half of the time, that is t by 2. This point, that is the time period, we write t. And this point we write t by 4. And this point is the origin O, and at t by 4 value is maximum. Here also value is maximum at this point, and you draw maximum, again 0, again maximum, again 0. This is the waveform of alternating current. And here this is I0, this is I0. And you know root mean square value, IRMS equal to 1 by root 2 of I0, or that is also 0.707 times of I0, 0.7 means if you divide the y-axis, suppose of this point to this point, suppose this is 1, then this is the middle point, that is 0.5, suppose this is 0.6, this is 0.7, this is 0.7, so that this is known as the root mean square, IRMS, means this is root mean square value. This is root mean square value. From this point to this point, this is the root mean square value. And you also know mean value. You know this formula. I mean is equal to 0.63, approximately 0.637 multiplied by I0. You know this formula, 0.63. 0.63 means this point, this is 0.6. 0.63 means this line. That means this line from this point to this point. This is the I mean. Clear? That means finally we get relation between peak value is a maximum, peak value is greater than the root mean square value, we write IRMS, and the root mean square value is greater than the mean value, we write I mean. Clear? Suppose we take a transformer. This one is the figure of a transformer. And in this transformer, here marked as, look at the figure, that is 230 volt. That is 230 volt. 230 volt means that is the alternating EMF. This is the alternating EMF. This is the alternating EMF, or that is also known as the alternating voltage. That is the alternating voltage. That means alternating voltage is equal to 230 volt. And any alternating voltage or alternating current generally measured in terms of the root mean square, alternating voltage or alternating current measured in terms of the RMS value or root mean square value. So that this 230 volt is the VRMS, V for potential difference or voltage, that is VRMS. That means VRMS is equal to 230 volt. Clear? Any instrument, or just like your electric wire, on the electric wire also marked as 220 volt 50 hertz, and your 220 volt means that is the alternating voltage, and that is also known as root mean square value, that is the root mean square value of voltage or RMS value of voltage, that is known as 230 volt. Clear? And this is all about your root mean square value of alternating current or AC. And in the next class we will discuss about phasor and phasor diagram. And thank you.